Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for May 13th through to May the 20th. I normally do weekend tarot reading on a Friday, but I thought to myself, those energies carry further than that, and I kind of had a bit of a hunch, and as I've sort of picked up with my tarot things, I just tend to follow my nose, and my nose was very much heading in this direction of a weekly tarot reading. So I'm going to do each individual sign. I'm going to timestamp it. I'll put those timestamps in the description box underneath as well. And just a quick thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing, and thank you for carrying on to watch the videos. And also all of you leaving comments on my daily tarot. Fantastic. Such nice comments from people. It's just lovely, and I do try to reply to everybody as well, because I like the ebb and flow. I like the chit chat. And also my May 2017 monthly tarot readings are also up on my website for each astrological sign. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. There's a PayPal link. If you're waiting for a private reading, it is on its way. I do try and I take my time over them, to be honest. I don't like to rush them, so it is coming, it is worth waiting for. Rightio, I'm going to start with Aries. Oh, I'm using a new tarot pack. New tarot. Now, I would show you the box. It doesn't really come with a box, and it doesn't tell you much to show you that. That's the other side of the cards. It's Anna K Tarot. This is the handbook, which also doesn't show you much. Anna K, as in Anna then K. Doesn't tell you much. She lives in Austria. They are the most gorgeous tarot cards. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. So let's kick off with Aries. Ooh. Don't know whether... Oh, see, normally when I do tarot, they just fall on the floor. So these haven't. These could be a pack that remains on the table. So week beginning 13th of May. Ooh. Ooh. Very interesting. Just going to pull one more. You've been getting some interesting readings, Aries, lately. You know, the monthly and the weekend ones. Quite challenging times for Aries, I think. Yeah, oh, we'll have that one. We'll take that. I can see a lot of confusion for you here, Aries. Major Arcana, you've got the moon in the reverse. I don't mind that so much for you, actually. I think we have a new moon on the 25th of May. She says groping for her moon diary. Let me double check it, because we all know that my moon dates are pretty awful. Yep, new moon in Gemini. There's an issue that you've got, Aries, where you've had not much clarity, is what I'm getting. The moon to me is about illusion, self-delusion sometimes, buying into some kind of mistiness and haze about something. I feel that this week, because we have got that new moon coming on the 25th, so it's kind of leading up to that, this week is a time for you when the scales will fall from your eyes. If there's something that you've been on the fence about, or someone you've been on the fence about, or a job issue, family, whatever it is for you that you've been on the fence about, it's as if, you know, the moon goes and the sun comes and it becomes very obvious. You've got the 7 of Wands in the reverse. You can see this the right way up. These people are scrapping it out, but it's more a case of this guy having to defend himself. It's a card of having to be defensive. Now, I feel, Aries, that you've been defensive because you're aware of something you don't know, if that makes sense. You are aware there's something afoot, but you don't know what it is. Aries as well, you know, god of war, can be quite a combative sign, especially if they've got a bit of the fear. And also I think you're quite justified in having to defend yourself, because there's been something knocking around for you to defend yourself against. This week it becomes clear what it is, and in that clarity you also drop your need to defend yourself against it. That will free up quite a lot of energy for you, actually. It's quite nice. Now you have the Three of Wands in the reverse. This is a card, if you look here, it's a card of taking the Two of Wands and kind of expanding something. So if this is to do with work or business, if you've been wanting to strike out a bit more, to expand a bit more, to go up a bit, to get promoted, take on staff if you're self-employed, expand an account, you're probably going to find this week isn't the week to do it. This is more a week to drop the illusion, see what you're dealing with, and have a good think. Get your ducks in a row, because this three of Wands, if it's in the right direction, it's time. It's time. You've solidified the two. You've reached a certain stage. It's time to move on. Not yet. Not this week. Now, interestingly, you also have the Three of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, because when this card is in the upright, it's always some kind of betrayal issue or backstabbing or whatever this thing is that you're kind of uncovering at the moment. As you uncover it, this kind of hold, this sword to the heart, this starts to slip out. Three of Swords in the reverse, swords are slipping out. This sorrow actually moves on a bit for you. I like that. I'm just taking a little love old card for you, Aries. A little bit of love. Love for the Aries. What does this week coming have for love? Ooh. Yeah. Aries, what's been going on with you? Leave me a comment. I'm very interested to know, because your readings have been quite similar for a little while, and you have the villain card. This is someone, this is the Three of Swords. This is Three of Swords, but in a love card. It's someone, it's betrayal. It's some kind of betrayal. What's going on? That's still in the mix. That kind of vibe is still in the mix. But any sort of doubts you had about that person, that thing, that job, they will be disappearing this week. This is a week where you finally get clarity and you can start. You can start from the bottom up again. You can clear away all this. Let me just get you Healing with the Angels Oracle card. Interesting, Aries. You must have been dealt a bit of a blow by somebody. It kind of feels that way, and it has done. I know it did in the monthlies. That's nice. Healing with the Angels. Your healing mission for the week beginning the 13th is to get out into nature. Nice time of year for it here in the UK anyway. Walk the dog, walk the cat, walk whatever you like, just walk. Get out there, get your feet onto the soil, take your socks off. Stand on the beach with no shoes on, stand on the pavement, doesn't matter. Get out to nature, Aries. And also, it appears this chapter is starting to close, this chapter of betrayal, whatever it is. Leave me a comment. Thank you, Aries. Trying to remember the star signs. Taurus. Oh, hello, Taurus. Okay, week beginning 13th of May. Ooh. Let's have a look for you, Taurus. That one didn't want to come out, stubborn. That one wants to come out so much it's brought itself out the right way round. We'll have that. Again, Taurus, you've had some quite volatile readings recently as well, haven't you? Let's just move those crystals. Let's have a look for you. Ooh. Wow. Okay, you got some interesting cards, Taurus. King of Swords. It's beautiful, that card, isn't it? The Chariot. Death in the reverse. Two major arcana out of 3 cards, Taurus. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is an air sign, or is certainly air sign in nature. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He is a master chess player in this for a good reason. He's all about the strategy and the mental agility. He considers things carefully. In a good way, he can be rational, he can be a great ally to you. In the more negative side of things, he can be calculating and manipulative, borderline sort of cruel, but he's not in the reverse. But there is some element. If it's romantic, you could be involved with an air sign who you have mixed feelings about, because you have this Chariot in the middle. I don't know if you can see it on this. Yeah, there's 2 horses here with the Chariot. One is, it's about conflict. One horse wants to go that way, one horse wants to go that way. You've got to steer them both and keep that Chariot in the air or on the road or wherever it is. You are keeping your Chariot on the road. You are, but it's taking quite a lot of mental and physical effort from you, I can tell. Some of you, yeah, you are involved with an air sign. You are battling to keep things going. I'm going to take one more card for you, Taurus. Now, you have this rather beautiful, I mean, the Death card in this pack is so beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. You have it in the reverse. There is something, Taurus, you are resisting. Something or someone. This air sign person, it could be a boss, it could be an offer at work, it could be a romantic relationship, but there's some kind of pressure being brought to bear on you. And you are managing it, but you are finding it difficult. When the Death card is in the reverse, there is a need to release something. In what's she called? Doreen Virtue's, she says, looking over to her tarot cupboard. In Doreen Virtue's, now what's it called? Angel Tarot cards. The Death card is release, I think. Pretty sure. Somebody will tell me if it's not. You need to release something or someone. That card, very much so. Yeah, also you've now got the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a card, if you look at it in the upright, of generosity. See this giving? You're giving too much. When the 6 of Pentacles is in the reverse and you've got the Death card in reverse, often means you're involved with somebody in a relationship or at work where they have some kind of hold over you, some kind of power over you, and you are giving and giving to try and keep it on track. Which it is staying on track. The Chariot is in the upright. But it's at what cost to you, Taurus? So this week coming up, just be aware of that. It's got to be you. Just choosing you a little love card. Chuck Spezzano's love cards. Independence. And it's the right kind of independence. It's the kind of independence where you are definitely learning to be in your own skin, to be happy, but also to stand up for yourself against this person who does have a hold over you, whether it's romantic or whether it's through work. They do have a hold over you. They are very clever. They are very clever. And clever can be good, but clever can also spill over. You as well. Okay, some of you have got Aries as well, because I've just shuffled those, and you've also got the nature card. Get out into nature. Nice time of year in the UK. So if you could walk the dog or walk anybody, walk anything, do anything, plant something, because you're a Taurus actually. Get your hands in soil. Get near some lovely leaves. Get near the river. Get sniffing. Sniff some plants. Go on a nature trail and sniff things. Well, do what you used to do when you were a kid. You know, take an ice cream tub, get some minnows. Do some little dredging in the river with the kids or on your own. That kind of thing is so much fun. I used to make mud pies when I was little. You don't get those opportunities so much, do you? When you're older. Thank you, Taurus. Gemini. Week of 13th of May. What have we got for you, Gemini? Wow. So I'm using these Anna K tarot cards. These are new and rather lovely. Rather lovely indeed. Interesting. Ooh, Gemini. Gemini! Well, I never. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse, which I think is you. Definitely an air sign card, and I'm getting a big hunch. This is you. You're feeling rather upside down. Let's just see this card because it's so beautiful. This is in the reverse. Your normal clarity, your normal rationality, your normal way of operating is slightly turned upside down this week, and perhaps has been for a while. Here's why. Two of Cups. Some of you are dealing with a romantic relationship, but it is not straightforward. Some of you have had some kind of split from somebody, and this week you could have the opportunity to patch things back together. However, she says, gosh, I haven't seen this card yet. Would help if I looked at it the right way round, although you do have it in the reverse. Seven of Swords. Can you see someone has stolen all these swords and other things, treasures, and they're making their way out of the window, looking rather pleased with themselves and a little bit sneaky. Now, you have that in reverse. I'd rather have that in reverse, but at the same time, you and the Seven of Swords are in reverse, and there's a relationship card in the middle. This can mean that there has been a bump in the road. Anything from a bump in the road to some really shady behaviour in a relationship. And it could be, because we have the Two of Cups in the middle and it's in the upright, you guys, whoever you are, have found a way through, and that things get patched up. I would like another card actually. But just keep, this has knocked you off balance. And it can also be, if it's about work, if it's not about love, it can also be about a falling out, about a betrayal from a colleague, which again has made you feel totally off beam. There could be an opportunity for reconciliation and to make things better this week. But it's going to be pretty hard for you to forget. It's one of those you can forgive, but can you forget? Now we have the King of Pentacles has come up. In relationships, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, a Virgo, another earth sign please Gemma, or a Taurus. Mind always goes blank, doesn't it? Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Or if it's at work, it could be a manager. Could be somebody who's dropped on you from high. Either way, be wary. Be wary this week, Gemini. If you have a hunch about something or someone, you're probably right. It doesn't mean that things can't be patched up. It just means proceed with caution. I'm just drawing you a love card. It really, really needs to be that one. Yeah, look at this. Very strongly wanted this one. This is problem. There is some kind of problem. These two jigsaws of the heart don't fit together. Because there's the Two of Cups, I get the feeling that the two people involved, if I could focus on that properly, really want it to fit together. But I don't know if you can forget. I don't know if you can forgive. Just be wary of that. This one. Nice. This is for you this week coming, guardian angel. Just remember you have a guardian angel this week to help you through this. You don't necessarily have to battle through on your own. If you are getting to the point where you don't really know what to do, you've kind of run out of ideas, go and have a little sleep. Have one of those little day sleeps, you know, of 5 minutes. Have a little parley with your guardian angel. Some answers can come to you, Gemini. The problem runs quite deep though, doesn't it? Thank you, Gemini. Leave me a comment. Whoa. Let me know. Cancer. What have we got for you? Ooh, I want that one at the bottom. And I want that one. Ooh, lovely Cancer. Ooh. Very interesting. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull one more, I think. That one. Quite a lot for you, Cancer, to do with money. Money and work, manifested things. Got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. It can mean one of two things, really. If you look at this guy here, he's looking pretty much like he doesn't want to share. And the Four of Pentacles is a card of clinging on. It's a card of holding on. I don't want to lose this. I want to keep this. And it can be money, and it can be love, and it can be whatever it is. But it's all that energy of mine, I tell you. Which in itself, for some reason, and I don't know why it is, well I do, it's law of attraction probably, you know those kind of people who are the most worried about getting robbed or getting whatever it is, I don't mean robbed for real, but getting taken advantage of, are always the people that get taken advantage of. That energy is going for you this week. You've got that in the reverse. The flip side of that is it can make you, in the reverse, a little bit spendy. So you might feel the need to splurge. You might feel the need to get the credit card out or whatever when you can't really afford it. Because you also have the Chariot in the reverse. And the Chariot is managing desires. One horse wants to go this way, one horse wants to go that way. Spend it, save it, spend it, save it. Oh! Lose control of the Chariot. Just be careful, because you also have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So here it is in the upright. Somebody planting pentacles. Nice. We kind of get this metaphor, don't we? This is about saving. That's also in the reverse. So there could be a big spend out for some of you, which may be necessary. It may be necessary. But just be aware of that. Sometimes we have that need to replenish ourselves emotionally through buying, and we all get that. You get that little rush where you think, oh, I just really need one of those, or I'm just going to go and do that. Just be very careful about that this week. You're going to feel those urges. You've also got the Queen of Wands. Passionate, exciting. You might be feeling like partying. You might be feeling like buying rounds of drinks. Again, just be careful. Especially if you have been saving a lot recently, and that's been, because sometimes, you know, when you're on a tight budget for ages, you can feel really splurgy. Resist the urge to splurge, Cancer. Also, for your love card, you're getting withdrawal. Some of you might be feeling the need. That's another Four of Pentacles meaning as well. this sort of feeling like this. That should be going, but you might be feeling the need still. If you're in a close relationship, you just might want a bit of time to yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for that, as long as you ask for it nicely before it blows up and you become, get out of my space now, you know, more of the kind of, think it'd be good if I just had a couple of days to myself this week type vibe. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Healing with the Angels Oracle card, Cancer, you've got focus. Again, I feel this is focusing about the money, focusing on spending in the right way, saving in the right way, and not splurging and not letting whatever your appetites are overtake you. Interesting, Cancer. Right, on to Leo. Leo for the week beginning 13th of May. Just put that back. I want that top card for you. That's nice. I want that one. Ooh. Love these cards. Ooh. I'll have one more. That one. Wow, you got strong cards, Leo. I feel this week, Leo, you're going to take charge. There is an issue, maybe at work, that requires leadership. Leos were born for leadership. Totally born for it. Whether you're quiet, whether you're introvert or extrovert, Leos are good at leading. They're very strong-minded, strong heart, usually in alignment when they're leaders. It's a good boss to have. You have the Emperor, Major Arcana. This is you taking charge. You're getting in the chair, you're getting on the throne, you're getting out your big ball. Your big ball and your big sword, and you're saying, because I said so. But it's a because I said so kind of a week. Someone needs to say it, and that someone's going to be you. You have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. There may be, this card is when people start working together. There may be some falling outs among your team at work. It could be to do with family, friends, whatever it is, there's some kind of dissent. You're going to get into the driver's seat and you're going to lead everybody out of it. You also have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a gorgeous card. Very grounded, very earthy. You're going to be coming from a place of, what's the word for it? Healthy leadership. Healthy power. Now you also have the Six of Wands, success card. It's going to have a very good outcome. Don't be afraid to take control. If it's a relationship that you're in and it's a relationship issue, you're going to take the bull by the horns. And it's no bad thing. If there's something going on you don't like, you're going to lay down the gauntlet. Have a look at your love card, Leo. Ooh. Oh, isn't that nice? A lovely love week for Leo. Look at that tenderness. What a beautiful card. That's so sweet. So you're going to be combining leadership with tenderness in love. That's a beautiful combination, actually. How attractive. Love that. Love that. If you're single, Leo, it's not often I would advocate this, but it might be the week for you to do the asking. It's not a week to be subtle. I'm doing you a healing. Oh, wow! If you're single, Leo, you won't be single for long. Because the next card we have is this. Healing with the Angels Oracle card, New Love. For those of you that are coupled, this is an injection, a shot in the arm of new tenderness. This is gorgeous. Nice reading for you, Leo. Very, very positive. Good luck with that. Leave me a comment, especially about the love stuff. Virgo, Voigo. Put that back in here. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. For the week beginning May 13th. Ooh. Ooh, I want you. And I want you. And I want you. Your readings have been very interesting recently, Virgo, and this is no exception. Six of Swords. Beautiful card, isn't it? How gorgeous is that? This is escape. This is getting away from something. The Fool in reverse. And the Two of Wands in the reverse. You're strongly being urged, Virgo, to move away from something. Something at work, something in love, whatever it is, you're being strongly urged to move away from it. But it takes a certain amount of risk to sail out into the unknown. I mean, this person is not on a luxury yacht, they're on a raft. And they've grabbed what they can, and they're off. You do need to leave something behind if you leave. I don't know what it is, but you need to leave something behind. With the Fool in reverse, it feels to you like a risk at the moment you're not sure you want to take. You have the Two of Wands in reverse. This is a card of the adventurer setting down wands in the ground. It's usually a card of getting something started, of a foundation of something. Whatever you had got started doesn't seem to be working, but you're afraid to leave it. But the Six of Swords in the upright does show that this would be very fortuitous. You would be sailing into much calmer waters if you could leave it behind. Ooh, that card. Yeah. So we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Such a beautiful card. This is the card of clarity. Thinking like a sword, cutting through straight to the heart of the matter. You are finding you're fuddled and you can't make a decision. You can't stay or go. This may be a week where you feel you can't stay or go. Just going to pull you a love card, Virgo. You've got naughtiness. What this says to me, Virgo, what this is saying to me, some of you may be involved in a relationship where you do have a strong desire to go, but there is an awful lot of sexual chemistry that makes your brain very foggy. The chemicals are taking over the shop, as it were. Maybe this week you just rest with that. Maybe this week you just take stock of that situation. But you are going to find yourself between the push and pull. And you have emerging. That's beautiful. I do feel if you could get in alignment with yourself, if you could get on the raft, you would have a new life emerging for yourself. But it may be this week that is just a bridge too far, just a raft too far. You know, it also has to be a case of timing, doesn't it? You may feel the timing isn't quite right. But if it is to do with the love relationship, I do feel that the sexual chemistry is the pull. Leave me a comment, Virgo. Let me know. Okay. Libra. Lovely Libra. In the week of the 13th. Ooh. That one. That one. Ooh, and a shy one. Ooh. Let's have a look. Libra, you've got really strong cards. Wow, 3 cards, 3 major arcana, Libra. Leave me a comment this minute. I want to know. Lovers in reverse. Strength in reverse. Chariot, the right way up. Whew. Some of you, Libra, are feeling this week you don't have a choice. You can't make a choice. The Lovers traditionally is the choice card. It's Gemini. So you could have issues with Gemini people. But it's in the reverse. It's being unable to step out one way or another. And the Chariot is making you want to step one way and the other. Chariot has the dark horse and the light horse, the yin and the yang. They're kind of both going like this, but you've got to make them go somewhere. That requires a lot of energy, which you're starting not to have this week. You may feel exhausted. You may feel emotionally drained by it. You may feel emotionally drained by your inability to be able to make that choice. Try and get comfortable with that. If you can't make a choice, very often it's because there is something you don't know. You know, it is almost like, you know, when you've been working too hard, you then get a migraine or whatever it is, so that you have to stay at home and repair. Sometimes when you can't make a choice, it's your mind and body's way of just stepping out of the picture because you don't see enough. So it might not be the right time to make a choice this week anyway, because you're not coming from a position of power. But you are managing to keep that Chariot going on the upright. And you have the Page of Wands. Some of you, Libra, could be dealing with a fire sign person or somebody younger than you. Could be at work, someone who's very loud, someone who's quite overbearing, someone who's quite laughy and jokey but maybe taking it a bit too far. And you don't quite know what to do about it. Sit tight. Facts will emerge later. You don't have enough to go on at the moment. In love as well, if this is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm really slow on my signs today. It may be that you are kind of very overwhelmed by somebody. Yeah, look at that. Love card, you've got withdrawal. Don't feel bad if you want to withdraw into yourself a bit this week, Libra, just to get your strength back. And also just to have a little bit of me time. Just so those light bulb moments can happen. And then the week after we have a new moon in Gemini on the 25th. Yeah, exactly. Got ideas and inspiration as you're healing with the Angels Oracle card too. Yeah. Don't be afraid if you're feeling in 2 minds and in no mind at all, really. That's actually where you need to be this week. If you can get comfortable with it, all the better. Bloom where you are. If you can bloom where you are and say, this is where I'm at, this is the best place for me to be. As Abraham Hicks would say, things are always working out for me. You'll find the situation will move on of its own accord because you're right to feel that way. Very interesting. Scorpio. Scorpio. You've had some really interesting readings as well, Scorpio. This is for the week of the 13th. Let's have a look for you. Ooh. I want those 3 together, which is oh, we've got 4. Which is unusual, but we're going to go with it. Ooh. You've got the Four of Cups in reverse, Scorpio. And I quite like that for you. You've been feeling a bit cagey for quite a long time. And disillusioned about love. Lots of you. And this is a card which can mean that. If you see everything that's on offer to this person, he's not interested in. He's giving us the 1,000-yard stare. None of the things that normally comfort him or bring him pleasure are bringing him pleasure at the moment. And you may have been feeling like that for a while, but this week that's going to wear off and you're going to feel like entertaining pleasure, whatever it is for you, whichever way that comes. You got the Queen of Pentacles in the middle. This is a very sensual card. It's about good food. It's about good feeling. It's about fertility. It's about the body feeling scrumptious. Nice. You have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is a kind of rationality and a clinicalness and a clarity, and I don't feel that's you this week. I don't feel you need that kind of clean thinking and that kind of sharp focus. I feel it's a lot more about the bodily pleasures. It's a lot more about pleasing yourself in whichever way you need to. That sounded really rude. Could only say that to a Scorpio. Pleasing yourself, food, drink, comfortable surroundings, being with a loved one, whatever it is for you. This is really going to work. You got the Six of, I'm calling it rods, I call it wands. Six of Wands, a victory card. Feel this is a victory over being stagnant, because you've been stagnant for ages, Scorpio. You haven't been able to make a move one way or the other. And that's been right. You know, I can see that. But I feel this is going a lot more earthy, a lot more sexy, a lot more good food, good wine or whatever it is you like to drink. And whoever it is you like to drink it with, Scorpio. Ooh, that's interesting. You have Control as your love card. I think you've had that before. I feel this week you're going to become very aware of anyone who has tried to control you. At work, in relationship, anyone who's tried to keep you small. And I feel that you have helped them keep you small recently just because you've been feeling really cagey. You're not going to feel like this week. Anyone who tries to put that collar on your neck, Scorpio, is going to wish they never had. Nice. Healing with the Angels Oracle card for this week, you have the signs. Look out, listen out, watch out, look at your dreams, as in when you wake up and you've got that 5 minutes where you can remember what you dreamt. For me, it's only about 2 minutes actually. If I don't do something about it, it utterly vanishes. It's really strange. There's probably some scientific reason for that. Write it down. Look for signs, songs coming on the radio, bumping into people in the lift, whoever it is. Look for the signs and things. It's a nice card for you, Scorpio, but I feel you're really going to be getting it on this week. Not necessarily like that, but just whatever takes your fancy, whatever is your pleasure, don't be afraid to indulge. Thanks, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Saggy. Ooh, that one. I'm using Anna K Tarot. This is my new tarot pack that I received from the postman today. Most chuffed with it I am too. It's so beautiful. Let's have a look for you, Sag. Ooh, and take a fourth one for you too. Oof. You may be thinking about money this week, Sagittarius. You may be wondering about money. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Let's look at this in the upright. It's a pretty cool card, isn't it? This is in the reverse. You may have been struggling with money for a while because you also have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a card of wanting to keep everything close and not let anything go, and everybody will want it, and there I've got the key. It's that clingy energy. It's feeling a lack. You may be feeling that your ideas aren't going anywhere. If you've got work ideas, that they're not working out for you, they're not prosperous. You may also be feeling a bit spendy, like you want to spend on a credit card or you want to splurge unnecessarily. The kind of attitude, you know, when you sometimes look at all your debts and you add them all up and then you really want to go out and spend money to make yourself feel better. That kind of energy. Now you also have the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is great because it means that you've probably been feeling quite a lot of niggles about things like unpaid bills, about applying for jobs, about anything you like. Things have not, the synchronicity hasn't quite been on for you, which has been difficult. That's now in the reverse this week. So you should find things much easier to organise. Also, you have the Ace of Swords, beautiful card. You will have the clarity and the means and all the rationality to cut through. It's a very good week to do a deep budget. Proper budget. Look at your income and your outgoings properly, realistically, and very financially, clinically. Cut out whatever it is you don't need to spend. Be thrifty without being clingy with the money, if that makes sense. That will turn this Ace of Pentacles around for you. But it's a time to really get all your finances in a row. Get your ducks in a row. You really have that Ace of Swords for you is a real bonus. Really clear thinking. And clear planning as well. It's strategy. It's a card of strategy. And we've got loneliness for your love card, Sagittarius. Some of you are feeling lonely. Some of you are missing somebody. Some of you are single and just want to meet somebody. Some of you want to meet a partner. And some of you are in a partnership but still feeling lonely. Feeling alienated from somebody. Maybe wiser this week, Sag, to actually concentrate on the finances. God, that one. Healing with the Angels Oracle card. What a nice card. Healing. Nice. You might find this budgeting this week very therapeutic. You know sometimes how just doing really boring spreadsheets for something, I know some of you probably like spreadsheets, it's just me that really hates them, but sometimes doing that kind of thing really brings you out of something. It is quite a healing thing to do. For others of you, healing will come to you this week in the form of friends and information. You will get information on how to heal something. Some of you are definitely missing someone. Some of you have been through a breakup with the loneliness card and the healing card. Okay, Capricorn. Let's just quickly shuffle those again. Week beginning 13th. Oh, I want you. Okay. And that one. Hi Capricorn, how are you? Oh, that's how you are. Actually, that's not too bad. You've had some interesting readings. I've done some very interesting private readings for a lot of Capricorns recently. You've got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Look at it in the upright. So that's rest and recuperation that you're not getting this week. It's going to be a busy week, Capricorn. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the Nine of Cups. The Chariot in the reverse. Excuse me. Some of you still struggling with a relationship issue, I feel, Capricorn. Maybe with a water sign. Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer, or somebody with that rising. We've got the moon here, or moon. You have conflicting desires about this person. You've got the Chariot in the reverse. You have, on the one hand, the Nine of Cups. This is the wish card. You wish, well, this is for, you know, you wish for things to be good. You wish for the good times with this person. Could still be a job, actually. You want everything to be okay. You want it to be happy. You want it to be raised glasses and dancing. But at the same time, this is exhausting. You're not getting enough rest. You're trying too hard with it. It feels like you're working too hard. If it's a job, you're trying too hard to impress, too hard to get a promotion. And if it's a person, you're trying too hard to get them to commit, or too hard to find out where you stand. You do have these conflicting desires. One minute you want to be quiet, the next minute you want to badger them and shout. One minute you want to hang back, the next minute you want to go forward. You're not quite in balance with these things. This is a week to try and soften your edges a bit, Capricorn. Soften your edges. Nine of Cups is in the upright. It looks like you can get what you wish for. But don't keep banging against the wall for it. Just going to draw you a love card. That one. Nice! You will get what you wish for, Capricorn. This is a lovely card. A lovely card. You'll get what you want, but not exactly how you want it, Capricorn. Yeah, there's just some level. The conflict could all be within you, actually. The other person might be quite clear on what they want, if it's this water sign, but it may just be you that feels just there's conflict between something you're worried about and something you want. Just remember though, divine timing. This is about not pushing it. This Four of Swords is a time for rest and recuperation. If you can try and get to a point where you are spending some more decent quality time relaxing, you may find all these issues that you feel you have to work so hard to resolve will resolve themselves this week coming. And that is a lovely, lovely card, Capricorn. Big love to you all. Aquarius. Aquarius. So I know that you've been having an interesting time, Aquarius. Lots of you have left me comments. And also lots of you have booked readings. So I know there is all sorts going on. Let's have a look. Week beginning 13th. Oh, that one. Very interesting. Two of Swords. Wow, such a beautiful card. You see that sea coming in through the door. This is a card of almost bookmarking because you can't make a decision. You stick the two swords in and he's walking away because he can't actually choose. The reason you can't choose is because you don't know all the facts. You're wise not to choose yet. It's not actually possible, and any choice you made probably wouldn't be a wise one. You've got the Two of Pentacles. This is about juggling two things, two people, love and work, or somebody and work, or somebody and love, or two types of love or two types of work, or whatever it is, you're having to work quite hard to juggle it. Perhaps one thing has to go, but you can't decide what it is yet, is a vibe that I'm getting. And you have Temperance, Major Arcana, in the reverse, Aquarius, as well. You're likely to be feeling very impatient to want to move on to one thing or the other, but you can't choose. Don't try and push it. You don't need to try and push it. That one. Just choosing you one more card here. Ooh. Justice in the reverse. So you could be dealing with a Libran, but more likely, some of you, it could be a legal issue. You need to make a decision. You need to sign something off. You need to choose one way or the other. But you, again, it isn't quite time yet. You don't quite have all the facts. If it's to do with a love issue, there is something about the situation that isn't really beneficial to you and makes you think twice. But you're thinking twice and then twice again. But that's okay. Thinking is not going to make this decision for you anyway. Well, that card just fell out. Yeah, Aquarius. Going down the wrong road. I feel that this is more what you're afraid of than what's actually going to happen. You're so afraid of making a mistake, to do with love in particular, that you're just stalling the car altogether. I think that's a good thing this week. I think that's a good thing. If you feel that way, go with it, definitely. There's nothing worse than trying to manufacture a decision when you don't actually have one. Now you also get the healing card, which is a gorgeous card, Aquarius. Use this week for healing. In that healing, you'll probably make that decision, but you won't make it through making lists and thinking the pros and cons. And have you ever noticed, I don't know if you've ever noticed, it could just be me, when I make those lists where I do the pros and cons, they have never ever led to a decision. Ever. It's almost like I make that list, throw the list away, and then just go, that one. Yeah. Don't be afraid to not make a decision. That's come up for a lot of signs actually for this week. It's obviously a week in which inaction is probably best. Now, lovely Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Thank you, Pisces, for all your comments and subscribes, and all of you that have booked readings. I do loads and loads of Pisces readings. And you always leave great comments as well. I really, really appreciate you, Pisces. I'm not going to jinx the cards by even talking about what kind of readings we've had recently. No siree. That one. So this is for week of the 13th of May. Yeah. Now we get the moon. This is the Pisces card. The Pisces card, because we can be prone to self-delusion and also creating illusion in general, ruled by one of our ruling planets is Neptune. It's kind of a bit nefarious, a bit woohoo, like this. This situation that we're in, we are still labouring under some kind of illusion. You see how the moon, it does light things up, but it lights the shadows. It doesn't give you the whole form. We're still living in the shadow light. I can feel that. For some of us as well, we are still getting over a breakup with somebody. This is the Ace of Cups. Such a gorgeous card, isn't it? But it's in the reverse. This is a tipping out. There is still some sorrow over a relationship, over a relationship, there is still sadness, feeling of sadness for Pisces next week. A feeling of, well, we have the Fool in reverse as well. A feeling of wanting to keep ourselves safe. Insulate ourselves from the outside world. Now we also have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow and steady knight. He's quite a cheery thing actually. His pentacle always makes it to where it needs to go. But it's patience, and it's also focusing a little bit on the material, which Pisces doesn't always want to do. It's counting the pennies and doing the cleaning and making sure the car's got oil in, you know, all those kind of things. Be kind to yourself, Pisces, in the most smallest material ways. Now a card just flew out from the love pack on its own. We got happiness for love. That's nice. This is a promise, Pisces. This is a little promise card. I can feel that. For a long time we've had these Ace of Cups in reverse and all the rest of it. This is just a little flicker of hope. Happiness, real, true, actual happiness. Now it is a love card, so it should spell some kind of love, happiness, whatever that is for you. It could just be, although it's a couple card, it's in a heart of love, there is still hope for love for Pisces. There is still healing needing to be done though, I do feel that very much. And that work is ours. That work is ours to do. This moon card can heal as well as, it is a card of illusion, but it's also a card of tides. It's a card of cycles. We are still just ending our eclipse cycle, Pisces. And it's been a very, very deep cycle for Pisces. Those Virgo Pisces eclipses were still clearing that energy. Yeah, look, there it is, body care. Pisces, just be aware this week of the need to look after yourself in terms of nutrition, food, any kind of, you know, massage, getting out in nature, getting a bit of exercise, being playful, feeling a bit happy, being yourself, doing what you like to do. You deserve happiness, Pisces. We also have to reach that point where we feel that. So there you go, everybody. That is the week of the 13th of May. Do hit the like button if you like the video, and also subscribe if you haven't so far, and hit the little bell as well so you get notified of my videos. I do daily videos for all astrological signs, and I do also this now weekly video on a Friday evening. And also I do monthly videos, and my May 2007 are up at the moment. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Okay, see you soon. Bye.